the deep work of social change is very long work, right? It's centuries long work, right? Like clearly what it means to deeply build relationships, to do deep organizing, to build political power amongst highly marginalized people, to build an analysis of how to make change, to respond to the ways in which the system then tries to incorporate your critique. I mean, all of it is a lot. And queer and trans philanthropy is very much just like, you'll win when you've changed a law. And that is really short-sighted and just doesn't do enough in the lives of people on the ground.
There's no movement in the history of the world that hasn't had organized bases of people at its core. Ultimately, you need tens of millions of people, but to get to tens of millions of people to change the country, we need organized bases of people, and base building is how you do that. And there's just no substitute for that. There are other things can layer on top of it, online organizing and state advocacy and policy, like all these other things can layer on top, but you can't substitute for that. For me, saying the thing about base building is fundamental, and there's no movement building without it, means that I think everyone who's committed to social justice needs to figure out how to have a relationship with grassroots organizing. It doesn't mean everyone has to be an organizer. So, for example, I think there can be individuals in social service organizations who have a critique of their social service organization that can figure out how to have a partnership and a relationship with a grassroots organization who's leading a fight on police accountability or something, and figure out how they can support it even though they're not that organization. Or people who are in advocacy organizations that don't have a base and can think about, okay, well, either should we shift to a base building model, which is what I did in my organization, or what are ways that we can change the power dynamics so it's not just all of us professional advocates speaking for working class, low-income people. What genuine partnerships and alliances can we make with grassroots organizers?
If we want to stay true to what we believe in, our job is to build the base of the folks that are most impacted.